Good morning. I'm Dr. Janet Price Sharps. I'm a psychologist, and today I want to take a few minutes just to talk about relationships. Obviously, it's the number one reason people come into therapy is problems with relationships. There's a few really key and very easy things that you can do to begin to fix your relationship. It could be a relationship with a spouse, it could be a relationship with a significant other, it could be a relationship with one of your children or a friend or even a coworker. But today I'm probably going to primarily focus on relationships with people that you're really close to. So this is going to sound very simple, and it's not meant to be kind of a pat answer, but probably the first thing that you can do is just be nice. So often people will treat their loved one in a way that they would never treat a stranger. They'll say things to that person that they would never say to somebody that they're just an acquaintance to. So really thinking about how you're phrasing things to your family or to the person you love. Are you saying it in a way that's going to make the situation better, or are you saying it in a way that's going to really make the situation a lot worse? It's all in the wording. You can say exactly the same thing and say it nicely, or say it with an edge. So that's a key change in any relationship, is to be nice, to be very thoughtful. You know, if you're sitting there with your partner and you get up to, I don't know, get a glass of water, offer to get them a glass of water. Just those little things over time begin to build that trust and that warmth and that closeness in your relationship. The second thing is, if you do get mad, time and distance. Time and distance is a good thing when you have a temper. So if you're mad, be quiet, remove yourself from the situation, tell them, give them advance notice when you're not mad, that this is what I'm going to start doing, especially if you have a temper, especially if you're the kind of person that stuff starts coming out of your mouth that you can't take back, that person may remember for 20 years, that comes up in every fight. You know, time and distance. Give yourself a little bit of time to calm down, and then always go back. Always go back. Don't just pretend it never happened. Okay, go back and then say to them, I need to talk to you about this. Is this a good time? Right? Doesn't always have to be on your time. It has to be a time that's good for both of you. And then sit down and talk about what happened. Be very clear with yourself before you do that what you're going to say. The third thing is, quit thinking about winning in your relationships with people you love. Think about resolving. There's a big difference. If you win, it's in the short term, because in the long term, if you've won, you've created resentment, you've created anger, you've created hurt. Talk about resolving the issue with that person you love. How are you going to resolve it? How are you going to make it work? How are you going to get it so both of you at least get some part of that what you want? Because if you're just going in to win, ultimately you're going to be the one that loses. And the last thing is, don't use sarcasm. There's a researcher who does nothing but research marriages. He's very good, and he's published a lot of books on marriage. His name's Gottman, and one of the things he says, and I've always remembered this, is how very, very, very bad sarcasm is for an intimate relationship. It tears down. And a lot of times people will use kind of humorous sarcasm, and they'll say, that really hurt my feelings. Oh, I was just joking. No, that tears people down. It puts up walls. As soon as you use a sarcastic remark, the wall comes up, and it erodes trust. It erodes that person's willingness to have anything to do with you. They're going to withdraw emotionally, and ultimately it'll destroy your relationship. So no sarcasm. That's a hard one for some people, because maybe that's their primary way of communicating. Don't use the sarcasm, because it'll end up destroying your relationships with the people you love. Don't use it with your kids. Don't use it with your spouse or significant other. And you know what? If it's mean sarcasm, don't use it with your friends either. All right, I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.